Hello, so we have another game from IGS, 10Q against 11Q, and this time Black started playing Sansan, so extremely territorial, but White decided to play a little bit unusual in the beginning, so let's check it out. In the end, the game was close, 10 points win for Black, or maybe 9.5. So Black started with two corners in the 3-3 point, extremely territorial, and White decided to split right away. White can simply go for the empty corner. He doesn't have to break that side, because even if Black plays a move to enclose one side, it looks like a symmetrical position, and usually in symmetrical position one should play in the middle, but White can continue attacking, approaching one of the corners and then extend back. So even if Black focus all his energy on the right side, White gets to develop the bottom, and he still has a top left corner, so the game is still very balanced. But it seems White wanted to make sure Black is not going for the middle side extension, but this way Black can go for the third corner. So the start is really good for Black, taking three corners against one corner and a middle side extension, or more like a split. Now White is trying to put pressure here with his Hoshi. This block is good. Normally the follow-up here for White would be to no-B right away, then Black will Keima or turn. Then White jumps out, Black can Keima again, White can jump along, White can also ignore, but usually when White ignores, playing away again, let's say this and this, Black is happy to Keima on the forward line and start improving his territory on the bottom side. So it's natural for White to finish the Joseki like this. It's a very common pattern. White can also think about the one space jump. Again, White is going for some outside influence, either like this or connect solid, and then Black either jumps on the bottom or the left side. In this case, it's more interesting for Black to go for the left side, because White has a stone at D16 corners, so White can develop the left side. On the bottom, Black has a stone at R3, so even if White plays here, Black can play a move on the bottom like K4 or just approach O4, so the bottom side is not going to become too large immediately. Now White decided to put pressure again. This is a very fast way of playing, and in general, well, this leaves the Hane at E4, so Black can punish right away, but then Black has to leave R3 undefended, so White can press one way or the other. But it's similar to having a position where White already has the Hoshi and Black invades the corner, so that order of moves. But it's okay for Black to block this corner too. In fact, let's see, push. Yeah, this is fine. And now White jumps. So in this case, Black should wedge. The wedge is the most common move to create cutting points. Now White blocks. It's Atari, Black connects, and there are two cutting points to worry about next. So White should protect probably on the outside. And in this case, again, Black can jump to damage the Moyo on the right. So it makes Q10 feel a little bit useless. Playing the slide here allows White to get the tiger mount, so that shape is quite nice. That's why in this case should consider the wedge. Another move that Black can think about is the clamp. And White will just block, Black will go down, and then White jumps again. And if Black takes Sente, it's very good, because he can punish the lower left corner by playing the Hane. Now D4 is losing liberties, so White doesn't even feel like escaping there, because it just becomes heavy if Black pushes several times. So it's no longer interesting to save that stone for now. White should play other moves, such as a middle side extension or attack the other corner. So back to the actual game. White keeps putting pressure with a shoulder hit or the Hoshi in this case. Black goes out again, that's fine. Going down, it's not recommended. White should really play the Nobi or the one space jump again, because White doesn't have to care about the corner territory anymore once he's on the outside, he should focus in taking the center. So when no be like this, black can honey in the head of 2 stones. It's better to play honey here, because first of all it takes away liberty, and black doesn't have to worry about the cut. If white cuts, nothing happens. I mean, black can capture right away. And even if white has all the forcing move, now white has to deal with the cutting point, so has to come back and protect the cuts. Black got a very strong position and can play away. So what happens usually on the honey, white either plays a 1 space jump, but then black plays the key point, preventing the tiger mount and threatening the push and cut. So white needs to protect, and again black can play away. So locally, black has a very nice formation, starting to build this kind of territory and some outside influence, and black got over concentrated with 4 stones, building just a few points in this area. No B, it's also okay, but playing the hane, it's a little bit more active. If white plays a counter hane to be active too, black will just no B and then think about the cut or cut right away. But it's no need to be too aggressive. It's good enough to stay step ahead on the 4th line, the so-called line of victory, and later white has to come back and protect against the cut at Q15 somehow. And now black again can play in the most open sides on the board. So black plays a no B. White puts some pressure here. Black doesn't really need this move. In order to punish that R6, black can push R5 and then clamp. Now if white connects, black connects under. If white goes down, black can also go down, and then if white tries to separate, black will capture everything. So white needs to connect solid and black can link under. Then black already entered white moyo, so it's already a success locally. Another way for black to try to punish here is to play the clamp or the wedge. So the wedge once again creates cutting points, and in this case black can push. Now black ends in cente and can look all over the board for other big points. Hane here or approach the left side. While playing this one, it's cente too. White simply no B. It's a bit more interesting to go Q5, because if white goes down, black can connect, then white has to connect P4 and black links, and now R6 is hurt. And again, if white goes down, black captures everything. Now if white plays this way, black can play Atari in 2 ways, either like this and then push several times under, which is going to be cente, and like this black gets some territory on the side and later on can still reduce the right side. For example, Keima like this, or black can approach from the bottom. So this kind of influence for white is not going to build too many points later on. So it's more valuable to take the territory on the side or in the corner, especially in cente. Like this, white's position it's a bit much stronger. Now when black plays the Keima, white can play away. This Keima is no need. White can just leave it. It's more interesting for white to play a Keima like this to increase his right side moyo. Then black will probably jump out in order to prevent being surrounded. I mean, for white it's quite nice to play another move here. Then black has to secure the corner. So all of a sudden white's potential here becomes really interesting. So playing a move like M3 feels passive, and it's not the great direction for white. Now instead of 2 space jump, Hane is nicer, because like that black puts pressure on the D4. And anyway, it's not the largest point to play a move like G3. If you look all over the board, left side is the biggest area. So you always go for the most open space. Like this, white can just extend on the left. And then if black plays Hane now, it's a bit slack. So, and then again, white can play another big point. So Hane then connect under and should connect again by taking away liberty. Actually, black can play the bump right away. And if white goes down, black will just cut. If white connects, black connects. And we have the same result. But Hane e2, it's actually good style. f2 is solid, but it doesn't take away liberty. And going down is no need. So white has pretty much a wall with this group, and he's supposed to extend to c or d8. Therefore, black can take away that extension. Because in the corner, if white plays Hane, black can block, white connects, nothing happens. So black can take away the base completely. Therefore, it's no need to go down. Going down allows white an extension. He could extend further from the wall, 2 space, high or low, or even 3 space jump. Going like this 1 space jump, it's a little bit shy. Sun-Sun invasion is possible and usually played a lot nowadays. But in this case, black can think about the middle side extension. Now, if white attacks from the corner, black can go to space jump here and makes a base, starts attacking the white heavy group. And if white plays here, white is still over concentrated, even if he makes a base, and black has Miai to get the base towards the corner. It's a little bit cramped, but black is already centered there. And now black can think about a way to reduce the right side. Either cover or Keima once, then extending the top. And the game looks quite balanced, but it starts to be better for black overall. So Sun-Sun this time. Now when playing Sun-Sun, the idea is to take the corner in center and then invade the left side. Now this is the old-fashioned variation where black plays the Hane, white blocks, black connects, and white plays the hanging connection, which gives white a very powerful shape on the outside. Now the idea is not to play those exchanges, that can be skipped. And now black can push one more time in center and then invade the left side. Because once black pushes at g18, he doesn't worry about b16. The group is already alive in the corner. So this is fine. And not playing those exchanges on the left side leaves the wall less strong for white. So it's much easier to invade. Now if white attacks from this side, black can even peep and then go down like this or like this in order to fix a base and start attacking the wall already. But once you play these exchanges, it's still center and the corner is safe, but white's position is much stronger on the outside. So when black comes around the wall, he must be a little bit cautious because white it's really thick there. That was the big lesson from AlphaGo against Lee Sedol, not to play the Han in exchange, but take the corner, but push again in center and then invade. Now if white extends from the wall and allows this to happen, then white is a little bit over concentrated, trying to build with the wall and also running out with the other group. So this is excellent for black. Take away the corner, but then also erase the moyo. In the actual game, black played away, but this M17 area it's not so urgent right now, and in fact black should think about ways to damage the right side, even turn or Keima or something like this to put more pressure and then force white connect, which keeps white a bit low compared to what happened in the actual game. And then black should find a way to reduce the left side moyo. Simply jumping in the middle at d10 it's an option, because if white attacks from one side or the other, either way it's easy and comfortable for black to go out and split the moyo. So this is already successful. And if cap happens, black can go for a base under and live inside the moyo. That's also good enough. So if something like this happens, there's nothing to worry about. Black can make life, even a territory inside white's moyo, about 10, 12 points, something like that. So m17 looks a little bit slack. Now also k17, it's soft. For white looks much better to extend on the left side. All of a sudden the wall is shining. I mean, he's got this influence and also the middle side extension and another wall here. So white can hope for an area like this. This was a bit soft. Now the invasion is good, because black is quite strong in the top, so why not? Then white goes out, Hane in the head of those 3 stones, also fine. Now this Hane is a bit risky, leaves a cutting point, so in this case white should think about the jump, but even so, black can fight here. Attach, and then jump, and then some Kosumi in order to escape very fast. And then white also has to run between the groups. But it's quite easy for black to fly out into the center, so nothing to worry about. Now on this move, black can cut right away. And if white tries the ladder is broken. So his only option is to sacrifice the 3 stones, which gives black a very nice corner territory. And there are still Agi because of the cutting point at 014 or Hane under. So when playing here, black can still enter from underneath. And when playing here, black can cut 1 stone or later use the Agi by playing the Tsuke and then block and start a co-fight. No need to do it right now, but later on when there are more co-threats, it's an option. So there's still Agi inside the territory. Therefore, it's no need to play the Nobi when black can cut right away and take some profit. Another option for black would be to play double Hane and then the key point, also looking at the cut. 1 Atari, it's not a big problem to support here. And then white has to protect somehow. Probably like this or like this, but either way it's an empty triangle. And then black should find ways like attach and cross cut or pull back and then go out. And again, black is breaking the moyo and go out with a better shape in the middle. Let's see the actual game. Now I can make nice shape. Now that's a problem. But Q13 is still hard to catch. Well, going out like this Kosumi, it's a little bit too simple. So black should still try some more sophisticated way. At least Tsuke here. Or even Keima, and then push 1 time, and then jump between the groups. This is already a better eye shape for black. And now white needs to play Keima, and then Kosumi in order to keep the lower area smaller. And these are very good eye shapes for black in the center. Nothing to worry about. So black simply Kosumi, white Keima. Black is looking for a connection underneath. Actually, white here should play the Kosumi Tsuke in order to put pressure on at S14. So when black plays here, then there is a follow-up in the corner like that. Well, later on for endgame. But with S15, white also impacts the S14 stone. So when black goes down, white can Hane and capture this guy. Well, this move can be a little bit damaging because it damages the corner when white responds like that. In fact, black should just Tsuke and go out in the middle, because this way is threatening to push and cut and then turn and jump out. So usually when you don't have room to create a base on the side, should simply find ways to go into the middle as fast as you can. So this is what black should do, just escape. Now white descends, of course, to keep white black separated, and now black is looking for a base. Still interesting to play the Tsuke and pull back in order to create more eye space, and then again go out into the middle. Like that, white can think about ways to separate. And even if black leaves under, it feels a bit too low. And now back to the middle moyo. So this can become bigger for white. Oh, okay. Very flexible, trying to separate. Actually here, black can think about the Kosumitsuke. If and usually want to try to cut Keima at the waist. If white just blocks, black can cut, white goes down, black goes down. White has only two liberties, so those stones are captured. So there's no way out for white there. And white, black captures the stone and leaves on the side right away. Yeah, playing like this, black is giving up some stones. But now at least black can break from the other side. In fact, now black should continue here. Even if black loses the top right, the target is the bottom group now. Because these stones are on the run, floating without a base. So it's a sacrifice to go for a trade. Jumping here seems like trying to save those guys, but can be risky. White will just surround. Peep first. And the group is heavy. Well, white is going for one stone, but he shouldn't. He should try to catch the entire group, or at least keep on chasing. Let's say this happens, and black is breaking out with all these moves. But even so, it's a bit difficult. Okay, eventually black escape, and now white captures this stone. White got all this power in the center to draw, to make the moyo, while maybe giving up two stones on the right. And even those two stones can be saved by playing r14. But right now the center is more important. So white could win the game here. But going for one stone, of course, black will not answer and keep jumping. So this is a bit slow for white, playing so many stones to kill one or two. And black even cut. That's nice. White should go out with a one space jump here. This is a very good shape to make some ice and change the direction of the attack. That's a bit soft too. White should play either cap or one space jump like this, but then again black comes out this way. Black should still come in this direction towards the bottom, either like this or a one space or a Keima to reduce the left side. Normally white is going to protect here. Playing this Keima right away, it's a bit risky. White can simply push and cut it. Then when black goes no-B here, white can attack the top. I mean, well, black can go back to safety this way. It's connected to the top, but then the center group will suffer. So again, white will build a lot on the left side, and even the center dragon has no eyes, so it's a bit risky. Instead of playing Keima like this to allow the cut, should consider the jump. Oops, not this Keima. One space jump or Keima this way, or jump towards the bottom, because jumping here also puts some pressure on white's group. So white might play another move to keep the eye shape safe, and then black should invade the left side. This f10, it's actually still better at d10, because when playing here, this invites white grab the good point. So it's too natural for white to see that that's where black wants to go next, so he will take the nice point. White is not going to play away and allow this move to, or something around here, because once black breaks the left side like that, the e4 group is in trouble. So these last few moves were a little bit kind. Well, it makes sense to jump in the center like this, when normally for black to play a move like k3 will bring more points on the side and also threatening the connection under. But in the center, the situation is still a little bit volatile, like white can counter cap and then black is running out on this direction. He might lose the group in the center. So playing a jump like this, even if it's loose and light, tries to connect with the other moves in the middle, so it's pretty good move. J3, it's okay on points. Now instead of playing the attach here, black can think about the shoulder hit and then come back to connect. But in fact, white is not going to build too many points because black can play Kosumi and then Tiger Mount and reduce like this, then come from the center. So this way, black is just trying to connect this area and limit white's Moya on the bottom. So Tsuke, Hane, Nobi. White should actually bump like this and keep center. And now jump in the middle. Should try to separate the middle group from the left. And if black simply comes out to rescue his group, white can also separate and kill this guy on a very large scale. So all of a sudden, white is enclosing all this area. That would be nice. So Tsuke, black can block. Then if white cuts here, black will capture one stone. If black connects here, black can play Kosumi Tsuke, white goes back, black can connect as well, but it's no need. It's more interesting to play in the middle, and when white cuts, play another move in the center. Because for white to cut around h4, it's simply going for neutral points, not so big. So the bump, then jump out. Yeah, that's a good decision. Good to keep your stones connected and trust the Iken Tobi. Here, let's see what's the better shape. Tengen. If white comes inside, then attach on the outside. And even if you sacrifice one stone like that, it's good to separate the other one and keep everything connected. Also, if black goes out, attach like this and keep connected, or Kosumi. Or before playing Kosumi, black can go on the left side to take some profit. Also here it creates some Koaji and then protect the middle. And later think about the cut at b9 and then cut again at b7. This can be quite deadly for white. So the jump in the middle like this leaves a cutting point here. The elephant eye, white can poke. But it seems black managed to connect. Well, let's see. It's a bit dangerous here if white goes. Looks a bit heavy to play this kind of move. Black can try all these moves in order to defend indirectly. So white jump back. Now normally the shape point is this, and then when white connects, black can play another move to keep the eye safe in the middle. Well, the wedge looks like the Sujitu, but it might give white some points. Yeah, white cut that stone, so already white build a lot on the left side. Well, the jump is natural. Let's see if we can get something here. Tuck, 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 tuck. Oh, this wedge can damage a little bit. Well, if white resists, then black plays Atari from the other side. And if white goes down, black can bump first. Going down, then Atari. Yeah, go down works too. White has to go down and then connect under. If white cuts, black can Atari first, then Atari again, and then push out. And now the only option for white to connect is to block, and then Atari under, and Atari again. It's a bit painful. So, back to the original game. It's okay here. That's not really needed. Actually, on the left side, it's also good to play just Nobi. And then, well, a few points in center here. Also this Nobi is quite dangerous, because now white is losing eye shape, so white needs a jump like this. Playing this one doesn't gain so much. White can just connect up or down. Oh, white should play the honey, then black has to pull back and white connects under, and this way white can end up center. If white goes up, then black can go down and connect to the left or right. So this would be nice for black. Scoop out those points in center. Now black can go down. Down is better in this case and connect under because it's better to take the points in the top. There are no points around J16 or K16, and then protect in the middle again. Like that, normally black has to turn and white connects. Black will push one time in center and then just leave it. Now on the right side, instead of T12, which can be cut, black can play a monkey jump, either T11 or T13, and this cannot be disconnected. If white plays the same thing, trying an attach move, black will Atari and then capture the stone. And if white plays Atari here, it's self Atari, so he won't. And if white turns, black is already connected. And the other monkey jump works too. I mean, this one, T13. So black again is connected. No way to get separated here. So either monkey jump works. But playing this one, white will give one stone bait and then cut. In fact, white should play T13. So when black cuts, then Atari from behind and kill more stones inside. So black has to come back and then white just separates. Playing here and then Atari from the outside, white lost the stone. So this gives black 2 extra points. And white also loses 1 point inside. Or is the same? Ah, no, it's the same. White makes the same points inside here. So the turn, but turn gives a tiger mouth. Instead of a turn, black should either jump, because it's harder for white to block, or monkey jump. Many times when playing monkey jump, the players around double digit Q level, they miss the way to block. In this case, for example, white can push, then sacrifice, Atari from behind, Atari again, and connect Atari like this and this. Or just pull back so they can leave the Atari as a cut threat for later. But sometimes, instead of blocking like that, they play, for example, B6, and black can keep getting ahead because it's still impossible to cut here. So black is fine, and then it takes longer for white to block it. And in the end, white loses many points. This is a way they often fail to block the monkey. But playing the turn, white will just block, and then he makes all these points here. So playing the monkey jump can destroy a lot, or just this one. Monkey, and then in the end, white lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more points compared to just pushing and allowing the block. So peep at the cutting point, but this is nice because black can connect under attempt too. In general, it's not great. Yeah, then keep connected. Black it's also, white it's also connecting. Should push once, otherwise white can play this move in center. So it's a double center, white should immediately play here. And he did. And then, oh, the turn was big actually. Turn here. White needs to connect solid. If white pushes, black can block and there are cutting points. So again, white has to come back and protect. So that turn is center. Then some more center moves in the middle. And that's pretty much it. And finally the got at S17 after playing all the center moves all over the board. Yeah, this push was good. And normally black should just go up to stay connected. Playing this move, white can capture 2 stones. Well, black breaks a little bit. But here in fact, white can honey. Because after Atari and Atari again, here black has to pay attention. There's a cut and Atari from behind, then connect in order to catch everything in the center. So when playing this and Atari, black has to turn and then Atari here. So white can fight pretty well and still keep the center. Now white pull back. Then black managed to damage more. That's good. Oh, hang on. Cut Atari, Atari from behind. This is dangerous. Should cut first. And then connect. And then keep everything safe in the middle. And white must go back and protect too. This is the proper way. Yeah, Atari, connect, Atari again. Then save the stone. Better cut right away. Because here maybe it's interesting to play Atari. But anyway, black should cut and capture the 2 stones. Which was a good decision. This one to keep everything connected. Take the 2 stones, okay. That's alive. This nob is good. Push also okay. Let's see if black can destroy more points here. For example, by playing the jump. When white pushes, go out, push again, go out, push again, go out. Now this is fine, and if white connects, there's nothing to worry about, because black can make another eye in the center. And the other group is alive too. Oops. If this happens, just block. Yeah, nothing to worry about. So push. It works to play Atari and connect. Anyway, the group is already alive. Here it's better to connect solid and keep the eye. When playing the block, white can throw in an Atari. So these are 2 very big co-threads that it's not worth giving. Also the shape looks worse. Normally here it works to play the Kosumi, the attach, and then cut, and then Atari from behind. So if white connects here or captures, black already keeps Sente and then keep pushing. But yeah, the cut is not such a big problem, because black is already connected and alive everywhere. Very good. A lot of reducing moves here. Nice. Capture more stones. So I should just play this. Well, it seems black managed to play pretty well in the center to stay all connected and safe. Here black should just connect and then think about double Atari, so white adds another move. Well, it arrived to the same position, but no more cutters there. L18 very good. So white is getting rid of all the threats. Now the proper way to protect this corner is B1. And when Atari just connect, when Hane block and connect. And black makes 5 solid points in the corner. Like this, white can still try a way to get the Seki, but only after playing A5. So black needs another move here anyway. This attempt is a little bit hopeless. White can pull back and then block. Like this he lost a stone, but at least he can play Atari and make 2 points. Yeah, nothing worse here. Oh, that group was in Atari for a long time? I just noticed. Not for a long time, only after this. So when black played here, actually black can finish the game right here. It's easy to miss Atari sometimes. So white should protect and then black captures. Okay, we gotta pay attention to shortage of liberties. White managed to see the Atari, but it still didn't matter. So black won by 9.5. Well, playing the Hane, it's a bit too much because white can throw in, and after playing Atari on the outside, black still needs to play inside. Normally here, black just goes down. And then if white plays this block, black can force the eye from the other side. Yeah, the throwing was good. This is nice for eye shape, but anyway, black it's alive even if playing this one. A desperate invasion. Black can just protect. Nothing happens here. It's a lot of space in that corner. Like this in the end, yeah. Well, it's better to capture right away. Because now when white plays on the outside, black doesn't need another move. But playing here, this will be Atari and you still need to capture or connect. So black lost another point there. But it didn't matter. And now the final call for another half a point. This is all good. No more co-threats for white, so he gave up that call too. Well done on this game. It was a little bit tricky how to play in the center, but surviving with both groups, it was successful. So enjoy the review.